everyone, welcome back. It's Rachel with Living the Journal Life. I am very excited you're joining me today. We're going to be doing the weekly spread in my Hobonichi Cousin using this art from the penny pages and some washi from Simply Gilded. So let's get started. I have these two Simply Gilded and I felt like the pink and blue would really go well, but it has Arial in it. And I kind of like the tone of the darker just blue by itself. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm not going to use a ton of washi, but I did want a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of something. This is a B6 sized art. So it's a normal 1.5 inches. So we're going to have to cut it down just like we did last week. But I'm still in my Disney era because it's a couple of weeks until we go to Disneyland, and it's just going to be Disney-a-palooza for the next couple of weeks to get me extra excited. Not that I need to be even more excited, because honestly, I'm pretty stoked about this. But I do need to make sure that I'm keeping up with my steps and stuff like that. So I want to make sure the hype is real, because it's much easier to be like, yes, I'm going to get all the steps when I'm preparing for Disneyland, as opposed to just, being stupid healthy or something like that. Disneyland makes everything more fun. So we're calling it training for Disney instead of just getting my steps, because that's way, way more fun. I am going into my leftovers book. This is all of my leftovers. Behold. It's so tiny and I love it. And we're just pulling out a few things like a weekly tracker and a couple of habit trackers. Nothing too exciting. We're pretty much using this as a bit of forward planning and a bit of memory keeping, but I'm going to be keeping it focused to my goals. So I use the Moxie Life goal setting system, and it really is goals in every area of my life. So this just kind of keeps my goals front and center. Among those are, of course, health goals, because I have a lot of health challenges, and getting my steps in is definitely one of those. So that's what I'm going to use the weekly tracker for. And then I'm going to make sure that I am doing my skincare routine and meditating in the evening. I haven't fallen off of meditating in the morning. It's the first thing I do, but for some reason at night, I have been skipping it at night, which is not great for my mental health. I find my anxiety does best when I'm meditating morning, first thing in the morning, last thing before bed, and then sometime in the middle of the day as well. I know that might sound excessive, but I'm not doing really long meditations every time. I try and do like 3 to 5 minutes in the morning, 3 to 5 minutes in the afternoon, and then if I'm going to do a longer one, I do it in the evening. And so maybe that's why I've been sort of slacking. So I'm going to make sure that even if I do 3 to 5 minutes at night, it gets me back into that habit. And eventually I'll go to the 10, 20 minutes before bed, because that just helps me sleep. It kind of resets my mind, it quiets things, and then I read, and then I just fall gently to sleep. This is my hack it's not a hack. This is how I trim down stickers in my Cousin. I just turn them over to the side I'm going to trim, and then I use long scissors. For me, long scissors are key here. If I use short scissors, it comes out very, very wonky. But if I use long scissors, I can match up both little dots, the bottom and the top dot, and then it won't be so weird. And I don't have a ton left of this washi, so of course I tore it funny. And then I realized that I wanted more, a little bit more on the sides, because the sidebar Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday can all handle 1.5 inch wide stickers, so I don't have to trim them down, but it does stick over the columns a little bit, and I realized I had cut that one too short. It's fine. I'm just going to cobble it together because I don't have very much left of this washi, and I don't want to just pull it all up and do it over again, which is normally what I do. This is one of my oldest Simply Gilded, and it's probably going to be the one that runs out the quickest. So I'm at the end of my Invisalign life. Thank goodness, a couple years later, my teeth are about as straight as they're going to get. I'm very happy with how I look, but we're right at the end, so I don't have the change every week schedule because of my, I wasn't very good on vacation because I wasn't gonna go into a bathroom at a public hospital and try and clean my teeth. So I'm wearing I have a weird schedule, so I do have to write it down when I'm going to change my trays. It's only a few more this fall. I am so looking forward to just having hot tea and sipping hot tea all day long because I don't do anything except for water with my Invisalign in, and I'm ready. I'm ready to be done with it. I was hoping that I was going to be done with it by now, but we're at the end. The end is in sight, which is very good. And considering how crooked and how hard my teeth were to take care of before, I'm very happy. I did this 90% for medical reasons so that I could actually keep my teeth healthier in the long run, especially because I know I'm going to have dialysis and kidney failure and transplant in my future. And all of that makes dental work a lot more interesting. So I wanted to be able, before that is my life, to have a way to keep care of my body in better ways. And my teeth has always been challenging, and now they're really easy to take care of, and that makes me super happy. So a few more weeks of Invisalign that I have to keep track of. The Hobonichis go on sale on September 1st, but that's actually the 31st for us in America, so I need to write down that time and make sure that I jump on that right away because I'm super excited about getting my Hobonichi for 2025. How crazy is that? And I order my mom's as well, and I will need a new 5-year journal for 2025, which is kind of amazing that it's really, really cool to have a little snapshot of each day for 5 years in a row. So I'm going to keep that up for as long as I can. And for my pens, I have a Pilot Multi-Ball and a Sarasa Dry. I'm guarding the last of the Multi-Ball because they don't sell them anymore, and it makes me very sad. It's my preferred pen for writing on the vinyl stickers. So I'm going to be so sad when I run out of them. So I'm just literally using it only to write on vinyl stickers, and then I switch over to the Sarasa Dry for just regular writing. A lot of my fountain pens need to be cleaned, so that's why you're not seeing fountain pens. It's mostly just the Sarasa Dry these days. Once I get back from my Disneyland trip, I will clean out all of my pens, give them a nice fresh ink, and get them ready for Inkvent in December. I do have a lot of pens, so it's quite an undertaking when I want to clean them all out and stuff. And most of them are dry at this point, so they definitely need a good scrubbing. You don't always have to clean your pens every time, but I use sparkly inks, so it's a good idea for me to get them completely disassembled and cleaned out every time. Putting in my weather stickers. We are going to go back to summer weather starting about Wednesday in Seattle, but that's okay. The fake fall has rejuvenated my spirit, and I am ready for some warmer temps. As long as it's not Arizona warm of 110, I'm still going to be pretty happy. And again, I'm just filling out the area for steps for my meditation and keeping track of my skincare. I did great on vacation, and the couple days since I've been back, I haven't been doing wonderful. So let's look at how things turned out. I really didn't use my journal as much as I thought I was while I was gone, and then since I've been back, I've honestly just been exhausted and catching up on sleep and sleeping in because my husband is lovely and took the cat aggro. So here is Sunday and Monday. Monday was my last day with my sister, and she ended it with a bang. She spoke for the first time, and she walked for the first time on her own and drank, and she is my hero. And this is me getting home. I thought all of the Mickey and Minnie getting all kissy and cute because I get to see my cats and my husband and my mom, and it's so exciting. And then I did not know that the pumpkin spice was happening so early this year, so I missed out on it on the 22nd, and on the 23rd I was determined to get it, but then I sort of chickened out and did some pumpkin spice at home. And on movie night, we watched Inside Out 2. It was adorable. If you like the first one, you'll probably like the second one. The stickers are from Sweet Kawaii Design. And that brings us to the next week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.